Oh, hi there. I was just having a minute to myself before the show to relax a little bit and take in the sights and sounds of the city. You know, we've sometimes asked guests during our Get to Know Me segment where their favorite place in the province is, and mine is right here. This specific bench overlooking St. John's Harbor. On a clear day, you can see the whole city and all of the excitement. It's a great place to come and sit back and enjoy the peaceful sounds of nature and... Where is Clyde? Hello?
Clyde, where are you?
Oh, I'm just enjoying some time on Signal Hill before the show starts.
Before the show starts? Clyde, you should be in your dressing room. We go to air in 2 minutes for our big season premiere.
2 minutes? Oh, gee, I must have lost track of time. Don't worry, Lionel. I'll be right there.
Higher,
Higher, higher,
flying high above me. Slowly,
slowly, slowly,
like honey dripping down your skin. All over your lips and down your chin. I would surely wait for hours just to bury you in flowers. Growing,
growing, growing,
sowing seeds in your garden. Summer,
summer, summer,
followed by fall, winter, and spring. And I'm caught up in everything. And I would surely wait for hours just to bury you in flowers. And if we're all just souls caught in uniform, will the world go on? Yeah, the world will go on. I'm dying from within. I'm inside again, but the world will go on. Yeah, the world will go on without me.
Hey there, folks, and welcome back to NL Now. I am so delighted that you could join us here today for our 5th season premiere on NTV. We have got a fantastic group of special guests lined up to entertain you on today's show. Joining us on this very stage in just a moment are 3 musicians that are a part of one of our province's most beloved bands. I've seen them live multiple times, and their shows are always full of energy, and every song in the set list is a hit. Together as a group for more than 30 years, and now here to perform for their first time on the NL Now musical guest sound stage, please give a warm welcome to Celtic Connection.
3, 4. I returned to my hometown yesterday, and my life before my eyes came flashing back. Everything was changed, yet the faces look so strange. Sometimes I wish that I was young again. And if I close my eyes, think I'm back to happy times. Well, I can be 16 years old for a while. Honest friendships, high school dances, innocence, short romances. Life was simple, but it sure was good somehow.
Then we drove to an old beach last night, a place we used to go not long ago. Walking barefoot in the sand, I saw two people holding hands, falling in love for their first time. And if I close my eyes, think I'm back to happy times. Well, I can be 16 years old for a while. Honest friendships, high school dances, innocence, short romances. Life was simple, but it sure was good somehow. Now I'm older, I guess, a little wilder. Experience has added to my name, but I can't help but feel that I traded a part of who I am along the way. And then I close my eyes, think I'm back to happy times, and I can be 16 years old for a while. Honest friendships, high school dances, innocence, short romances. Life was simple, but it sure was good somehow. When I close my eyes, think I'm back to happy times. It sure feels good to be 16 for a while. Honest friendships, high school dances, innocence and short romances. Life was simple, but it sure was good somehow. Life was simple, but it sure was good somehow.
Welcome back to the show, folks, and wow, what a fantastic performance to kick off the season. We will have some more from Celtic Connection a little later on in the program. They're going to do another song, and I'll chat with them about their long-lasting music career. But for now, we've got something different for you. As you may know, us here at NL Now Productions are big fans of Miss Joan Morrissey, and while we have done this particular song of hers on our show before, this time around we have some new additions to our cast and our set that will be very interesting for all of you to see. So please enjoy our rendition of a song about an unlikely trio made up of a young boy, a priest, and a goat.
Story of the mobile goat on the grand old southern shore, in the lovely Isle of Newfoundland, where goats don't roam no more. It's about a man named Dylan, whose cursing was of note, and how he was digging for spuds one day when he spoke to the mobile goat. Now that goat had been stealing, digging spuds for 20 years or more, and every time he saw him, Dylan cursed and raged and swore. He was digging hard in his field this time. The goat was chewing away near a great big 6-foot granite rock when old Dylan heard him say, "Are you digging them, Dylan? Are you digging them deep? Are you piling them, Dylan, in a nice big heap?" "Oh, I'm digging them," says Dylan, "not enough to fill a boat, but I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you rotten stinking goat. But I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you on your grace. Come to take me for my sacrilege and my rotten life of sin. And he ran like mad down the hill to home, and the goat just pitched right in. But they say 'twas the priest just passing by when he heard old Dylan curse on the goat and the spuds and the Lord above for making all things worse. Just to hush the roars at heavens above, he thought he'd bid good day. And as he passed the garden fence, the good priest he did say, "Are you digging them, Dylan? Are you digging them deep? Are you piling them, Dylan, in a nice big heap?" "Oh, I'm digging them," says Dylan. "Got enough to fill me boat. But I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you rotten stinking goat. I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you rotten stinking goat." You could never tell Dylan 'twas the priest who spoke to stop his cursing spree, passing quietly behind that rock so Dylan couldn't see. And to this day in Mobile, on that grand old southern shore, there's 1,000 who believe the goat spoke out when Dylan swore. Are you digging them, Dylan? Are you digging them deep? Are you piling them, Dylan, in a nice big heap? "Oh, I'm digging them," says Dylan. "Got enough to fill me boat. But I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you rotten stinking goat. But I'd be digging them more if it wasn't for you, you rotten stinking goat."
Welcome back, folks, to NL Now on NTV. Well, isn't this really shaping up to be a great season premiere? I know I've had a great time so far, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it too. But I wanted to remind everyone watching at home that if you missed an older episode from one of our previous seasons or want to check out anything we've done in the past, you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/NL Productions, where you'll find all sorts of fun things there. And now, I'm going to throw things back over to Clyde Washington, who is on our musical guest set with Celtic Connection.
I am here now on our musical guest set with Celtic Connection. Thank you so much for coming in today.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, it's great to have you here. And now the first question that I wanted to ask you guys here today is an interesting question I've been thinking of. I know one of my favorite Celtic Connection song is Flowers. So I'd love to know what each of your favorite Celtic Connection song is.
That's a good one.
My favorite one would be My Angel.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I like doing that.
yeah. And you wrote that one. You co-wrote it, hey?
Well, me and my cousin.
Yeah, that's a good one. A lot of weddings with that one.
A lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Mine would have to be A Woman's Heart because it was my nan's favorite song. And I love Mary Black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I like that one.
Yes.
I would you, Clyde. I like Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And Olive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good tone.
Yes, it
Power
is.
tone.
Mm.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Now, Celtic Connection has over 30 years, I believe now, that you've been together performing as a group. So I'd love to know how you first formed in the beginning.
Oh my gosh. July 2nd, 1992, Scott called Glenn and I to perform a local festival.
Mm-hmm.
So we did, and I remember when we got together at Mr. Graham's house,
Yes.
was it 3 songs?
Yeah.
Do you remember those songs? No. Sam Hall, I Tell My Ma,
Yeah.
and Molly Bond, maybe, I think,
Yeah.
maybe. And that was the creation of it. And then shortly after, Barry, our bass player, kind of joined in. And so 32 years this summer we'll be celebrating.
Wow.
We've been everywhere, and
Mm-hmm.
and we're still having a really good time.
Yes. Now, another classic NL Now musical guest question that we like to ask is if you could pick any musical group or solo performer to collaborate with on a song, who would you pick?
Oh my gosh.
Stan Rogers.
Oh yeah. You're
Like-
huge. Yeah, you're a huge Stan Rogers
I
fan.
had to collaborate, but in
Well,
best times.
he's busy. He's busy. I Oh my gosh, I don't. That's a real tough one. And Carl, let me think about that. Carl,
I would have to be Bitskill. 100%. My favorite artist. My favorite artist.
did you have an opportunity to meet him?
We did actually. We opened up for him at Wildwood Stadium when he was here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very nice band.
Right on. Sweet. For me, and I spoke of her previous, I would love to collab with Mary Black. Just because of the backstory. And I remember we had just formed as a band, I think, and Barry gave me a cassette tape with Woman's Heart on it. And she just left such an imprint. So that whole album in itself, but Mary Black, yeah, for sure. Mary and Frances Black.
Well, that all sounded great. Now, thank you once again so much for coming in and joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you for having us. Thanks, guys. It's lovely.
Yes.
To meet you.
Oh, you too. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, folks at home, please stay tuned here to NTV. We will be back right after this short commercial break with another song from Celtic Connection. Well, folks, we've just about come to the end of today's Season 5 premiere of NL Now here on NTV. I would like to thank our very special guests, Celtic Connection, for joining us here today. I've certainly had a blast listening to their songs and chatting with them. I'd also like to thank our friends at NTV for their continued support as we start our 5th season. Now please join us here again next Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Newfoundland time for another all-new episode of NL Now. Until then, I'm Clyde Washington, and once again, please welcome Celtic Connection.
Now I am sad and lonely out in the distant west. The happy dreams of bygone days at night disturb my rest. It's in this faithful heart of mine, forgot and never will be, are the days I spent with Molly Ball aboard an unlucky. For she was young and slender and gentle as the fawn. Her eyes did shone like diamonds bright, like stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for every lad, and her kisses were all for me. And in trance I gazed on Molly Bow aboard an unlucky. When first she said she'd be my bride, how happy then was I. How pleasant were the hours of love, and how quickly they passed by. A loving light shone in her eyes, she was too good for me. And an angel claimed her for his own and took her from Lockleigh. For she was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes they shone like diamonds bright, like stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for every lad, but her kisses were all for me. And in trance I gazed on Molly Bow aboard an unlucky. Now I have traveled a stormy world, my hair's a silver hue. A pleasant voice rings in my ears in tones I cannot subdue. Her lovely form, it haunts me still, her face is all that I see. Oh, it is the face of Molly Bone, a bordered on Hawkeye. For she's young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds bright, like stars of early dawn. Her smile she had for every lad, but her kisses were all for me. And in trance I gazed on Molly Bone, bordered on Lockleigh. Yes, in trance I gazed on Molly